Okay, for the leather I'm going to use one of the new Citadel foundation paints as the base coat. This is Calthun Brown.
So what's the difference between foundation paint and one of the normal paints in the big pots that I've seen you use?
Aside from about 10 ml worth of paint.
Ooh, very cynical.
Yeah, the foundation paints are Games Workshop's newest paint range. They're designed to go over very quickly. They're very dense, very opaque. Very good for base coats in your gaming. I've personally not used them very often. I've not had the money to splash out because I keep on buying miniatures that catch my eye. I get distracted by the shiny pretties.
No, nothing wrong with shiny pretties.
Okay, so we're going to water this down, and it's the good thing about the foundation range is the colours are very nice, very muted, very naturalistic, and they do go over black very well. And nice mixing brush, and so you can watch them not go over this black very well at all and make a liar out of me.
And some pretty bad publicity for foundation paint.
No, they are very good at what they do, but they do taste funny. They don't taste very nice.
That'll be the toxins, probably.
No, always make sure you use the non-toxic water-based paints.
Especially if you're going to eat your brush as much as Rob does.
It's the healthiest thing I eat. Aside from when I come here and you feed me grass.
You only get grass if you work.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on the dirt.
Remember, Rob, of course, this is just a trial video that won't be going out, so you won't be receiving any payment or royalties from it. And you're not to look at the private up forums for a few months.
Fair enough. Okay, I'm trying to go around that really tiny little rivet and leave a bit of a ring of black around it. So as you can see, this paint is quite watered down and it's going over very well. It's I find they've got coverage similar to the metallics.
Oh, excellent.
But you know, like I say, they taste...
It's giving quite a deep colour on that then.
Yeah, with 2 coats of this and it will be a really nice...
Ork in boots.
Yeah. The foundation paints are fully intermixable with Citadel's range of acrylic colours, the Citadel colour range, and the inks, and I imagine they'll be completely intermixable with the new range of glazes that Citadel are bringing out.
So that you can finally have that shellac ork that you've always wanted.
Yeah, well, it's gone a bit...
Go faster stripe.
Gone a bit wobbly down there.
But there's no such thing as wobbly in our world. In our world you can do what you want.
Yeah.
Would have been quite cool seeing Bob Ross painting an ork.
It certainly would.
Happy little tree with an ork underneath it, with a bolter.
I think he would have had the pocket squirrel. Rather than
Pocket squirrel in power armour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that leads us disturbingly close to DeviantArt.
Oh dear. Although in DeviantArt's defence...
No, there isn't one.
No. I have seen some very good stuff on there.
I have seen some fantastic work on DeviantArt. It's just a shame sometimes you get these absolutely insane pieces.
Oh, there's Space Marine erotica and all that.
Yeah. Furry Space Marines.
Oh dear. Blight against the Emperor. And
So you're using that to do strap work as well as the boots?
yeah.
Oh, nice red strap.
Where's brown?
Sorry, reddy brown straps.
Yeah.
I've just blotted my copybook there a little bit, I think, and given the game away. I was thinking it was quite a dark red.
It is Citadel.
Because it's brown.
The Citadel browns do tend to go towards the warmer range of colours, like the reds.
I can't help but feel Rob is being kindly here.
No, it's true. It's a well-known fact. They do tend to go for the warmer colours rather than, you know, going for the colder colours. Right, as you can see, or you can't, that strap.
You should be able to see it. I think I can see it here. Yes.
There's a strap that goes under there, and it's blocked by the bolter, and it links up with that. I'm not going to paint it. I refuse. But because it's a black undercoat, you can get away with that. You could not get away with that on white. So the only bad thing about using a black undercoat is it can encourage you to be a lazy figure painter.
I don't know, I suppose if you're, I mean, like we've said all the way through this, if you're speeding through, trying to get your intimidating army on there to make them stupid elves wet their pants, then, you know, you're looking for methods of speed, really. I must say, your hair looks lovely on the camera at the moment, Rob.
I'm very sorry.
No, that's alright.
It's just with the orc's head being glued on.
I understand. Unfortunately, I've got to look at it from the viewer's perspective, and that's one spanking, I'm afraid.
Only one?
Well, one for me anyway.
Okay, so he's got...
Yeah, I think people are going to start getting the wrong idea of the private up system.
Yes.
We're only joshing.
It's not a sausage fest at all.
No.
Although I do like sausages, I had a nice sausage sandwich this morning with bacon.
Yeah, I had mine with egg. It was very tasty.
I had mine with egg as well because I'm greedy.
No, you had egg and bacon and sausage. Though that is of course an unpaid advertisement for Marita's Fine Diner on the #1 industrial estate.
Yes, it's the best trailer.
On the #1 industrial estate.
Exactly.
Near the Phileas Fogg crisp factory of all things.
Okay, so again the belt goes behind there. I'm going to leave it. We've got...
Well, I mean that's the artist's prerogative, really. If you think something that you do is going to end up doing more damage than good, then it really is kind of best not to wade in there, paintbrush it flying.
Okay, so that's the first coat on the straps. So we start from the top again. The top should be dry. The foundation paints do dry very quickly, but if you have a look, they also tend to separate. So you have to keep mixing them. You can see the dark pigment and the lighter reddish brown pigment are separating. So I think it's because it is quite cold.
It could be, yeah, it is pretty chilly in here.
So,
to maintain the integrity of the private up studio and to cut on our costs.
so as you can see with this second coat going over, it's more.
So how are you going to highlight that in the next section? And I'll assume you're going to use what you've been doing for the skin and the weapons.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to mix a bit of this with some snakebite leather.
Right.
And go that way. Thing with if you want to try painting with transparencies, which is an advanced technique that the Golden Demon winners use, you can't really use the foundation paints to do that simply because they're so dense. There's no transparency, it's very flat, opaque coverage. Right. But they are very good for gaming, and you know, you can use them as base coats on a high level miniature. Do his belt. Oh, I've got to do his boots. I forgot to do them.
I was wondering, I was looking at this thinking, you know, I don't want to say anything because I'm a layman, but the boots do look, that colour must be quite washed out.
So yeah, try not to forget anything.